Okay, as usual, we'll start with the prayers. Kindly repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatirmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaurabhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Nangayate Giram Yatkripadavam Vande Shri Gurum Dinatayavam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Okay, nice. So, we are discussing a wonderful scripture week after week. No, we are discussing almost this is, I think, 12 weeks we are running. Even though it is ninth session, we are running in 12 weeks, including the special session. So week after week, people are coming because you are relishing it. It's not that no, I can ask you to come randomly because you are relishing the life manual, the humanity. Yes, obviously this wouldn't be possible because of without him, the Srila Prabhupada. It is almost impossible for us to understand and comprehend. Today's topic is about is the God is a person or an energy? So complicated topic, but he has given wonderful analogies for us to understand very easily, which we'll see one by one. Yes. So moving ahead, after paying obeisance to our founder Acharya. Yes. So as usual, we'll do the recap. What are the needs? There are how many needs? Three, yeah? Four. Physical. Okay. Emotional. Spiritual. Okay. We discussed one verse that day. What is the verse? First verse of Bhagavad Gita. Yes. So we have two bodies, no? What are they? Body and gross body. Okay. What does the gross body has? Fire, air, ether. Subtle body has mind, intelligence, and thoughts. Okay. Yes. So how the people fall down. So they meditate on sense object. So then when they contemplate, they develop an attachment to it. Once they get attached to it, then the lust develops. Once the lust develops, if it is unfulfilled, only anger comes. Okay. When it becomes anger, what happens next? Bewilderment. Yes. When bewilderment happens, the next intelligent is lost. When the intelligent is lost, people are ready to do anything. Then people will do all the wrong activities. Okay. Now there are next session is on karma. Good karma or bad karma. Which is good? Karma. Why? Yeah, good karma is really good thing. What is stopping us to do good karma? Something wrong with your answer. What is the reason? Yes, it makes us to stuck to the cycle of birth and death. We have to take birth again to enjoy the good karma results. So that is why we need to do akarma, which doesn't have any reactions. So good karma or bad karma based on our opinion? or no, according to me, scriptures. Okay. How to get rid of my all my reactions? I should do prayachita, right? Go and do each and every, note down each and every thing what I have done. Do prayachita. Correct, no? Then what else I have to do? Devotional service. Devotional service is the only way which can remove all our karmic reactions. Okay. The fifth session we saw a qualification of genuine guru. What is the first and foremost technical qualification? Parampara. Okay. And our well-wisher. T. Teachings based on scriptures. S is selfless. Thoughts. We discussed four authentic parampara. Does anyone remember? Okay. Sri Parampara, Brahma, Rudra, Kumar. Yes. Sri Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, Kumara Sampradaya, and Brahma Sampradaya. Okay. Next most interesting topic, mind. The abbreviation for the mind. M stands for magnifies the problem. Yes. I stands for infinite thoughts. Never in present. Yes. D is distraction. Yes. S stands for stress and anxiety. Okay. What is the solution? Intelligence has to be made strong. Right now, the mind is the master. It's the dog, no, is the master, and the intelligence is the slave. Like that is there, but we have to make the intelligence stronger, and dog should be slave. Okay. Yes. And clear the previous impressions. We should clear off what are the impressions we have. Give a positive engagement. Yes. And then don't do drastic changes. Chastise mind and don't do drastic changes. And then constant practice is required, like no chanting, to make our intelligence strong. Okay. How the actions happen, like the soul desire, then how it happens. Just as it is, Lord has to approve based on what? Karma credits. Yes? The Paramatma has to sanction it. Then who will execute? Prakriti. Material nature will execute. This is how the cycle works. Yes? Next. There are three modes of material nature. What are the three modes? Goodness, passion, ignorance. Yes? Goodness, passion, ignorance. Okay. Please note down the color. Question will be asked. How do we get into these modes? From where we are getting these modes? Karanam, Guna Sangasya. We associate. Like we go to bar, we get associated, we get naturally get a taste for the no ignorance. Yes, when we come to here, we get a natural attraction for no goodness. Which of the mode is best mode? None of them. Goodness is good, yeah. Gold chain. Why? Every mode binds us back on the cycle of birth and death. Okay. How to get out of these three modes? How to get out? What is the analogy I told you? Devotional service. Okay. One analogy I told you. Dog. Yes. So when we go to friend's house, if dog is barking at us, we'll tell the friend, "Oh friend, please control the dog." Similarly, material nature is a servant of Krishna. When we surrender to Krishna, Krishna will tell, "Don't disturb the person." Okay. Now this is the last session. How to acquire knowledge? What are the three ways to acquire knowledge? Ah, I opened. Okay. Pratyaksha Praman, Anuman Praman, Shabda Praman. Which is good, yeah? Pratyaksha Praman is good, no? Seeing is believing is good, right? Shabda Praman. Anuman Praman is our experience, based on our experience. Okay. Why we have to believe this Shabda Praman? These are the three reasons. They are axiomatic truth, predictions, amazing predictions. They are the life manual. Okay. Okay, nice. Today we will jump into. How many of you came here for the first time today's session? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Don't worry on this all this concept which we discussed. We will be having a WhatsApp group. We are having a WhatsApp group. All the links will be posted in the group as a playlist. You can access that in your free time. You can watch all the sessions. Yes. Towards the end of the class, I'll address you one more time because many people come. So towards the end of class, I'll address. So don't worry, it's not like we discussed too much and things like that. Today's session, all the sessions which we are discussing here will be independent of the previous sessions. If any connection is there, I'll make sure you understand. Yes? Don't worry. Okay. Today we are going to see an important concept called concept of boss. Okay. And today another important thing which we're going to see whether the God or the boss is a person or an energy. Okay. These 2 points we're going to see today. So fasten your seatbelts. It's going to take many miles away also today. Yes? Okay. The concept of boss. Please describe me in one word about boss. Boss, I'm telling you, just one word about his description.
Authority.
Authority, okay.
Leader.
Master,
Commanding.
leader, commanding, superior, yes. Supreme, okay. Everyone has nice boss, huh? Huh? Offensive, okay. Okay. Computer. Controller. Okay, sorry. Controller, yes. Cunning, yes. Coming out. Huh? Pious. Okay, nice. You're lucky then. Okay. So in one of the class, people told irritating, and some people told like what is that? Useless, lazy person. So all this no explanations came. That shows that no what they have. Okay, looks like you all have wonderful boss. Okay. So look at the concept of boss. This is a general image of boss. Controlling, very authoritative, and like not very pleasing, full of pride. Like I am the one you have to surrender to me. I am the one who is giving you salary and who is giving everything. Yes. Okay. This is slightly unfavorable question to you, but try to answer. How many of you like your boss? Not at all. One, two, three. Yeah. Okay. Okay, nice. Few had this one. So I also had some good boss in my life. Some bad boss also was there. So we have to see how to tolerate them. Okay. Nowadays, now this concept is very amazing concept is going on. Be your own boss. Everyone wants to be boss. Do you know why we wants to be boss? We like to control. Suppose someone comes to us and asks us, Prabhuji, how can I do this? No, no, someone comes to the office and some colleague comes to you, how can I do that? Immediately one rasa comes out of our heart. Right? Oh, come. I'm waiting for such an opportunity. Where can I show my authority? Right? That amazing feeling everyone has. That no taste to control others, the taste to instruct others. All those things there. So that is the reason everyone wants to be boss. So like that's the reason many startup companies are there. Like which will so startup companies are there which will encourage you to be the boss, your own boss. That's the reason people don't want to work under someone. People don't want to be controlled by someone. So that's the reason they want to enjoy, be your own boss. And as I told you, it feels nice to have a control over people. And being subordinate is not that great. Being a subordinate, people don't like. And servant is not a word of pride. But we all like in corporate world that this is very common. Like you have to in order to grow up the ladder, you have to cut through competition. You have to ditch someone, right? You have to show this person is not doing right. I'm the one who is doing great in the team, so you should retain me. You can fire me later. Okay, and then only you'll get promotion and things like that. So slowly, persons will try to be controller or the boss in the life, but after reaching some level, you cannot reach beyond a level. There is someone called supreme boss is there, right? And there is one funny joke in one of the office. One manager told, "I am the boss of everything. I control everything, and I have the authority to say from my wife." This is the statement we make. So, like in the many people are bosses in the office, but in the home also they have one more boss, right? Yes. Now we need to understand we have a supreme boss. Okay. So all of us want to be a controller. All of us want to control things around the people and around everything. This is the way it should be done. This is the way everything. but we don't understand there is someone called Supreme Boss is there. When we understand, the life will be very, peaceful. So this verse which we're going to discuss is called Peace Formula of Bhagavad Gita. Most amazing quoted verse of Bhagavad Gita. Let's recite, then I'll explain the verse. Kindly repeat after me. Bhoktaram yajnatapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram suhridam sarvabhutanam ज्ञात्वा मां शांति मृच्छति. Okay. Any Prabhuji can read translation from it?
A person in full consciousness of me, knowing me to be the ultimate beneficiary of all sacrifices and austerities, the supreme lord of all planets and demigods, and the benefactor and well-wisher of all living entities, attains peace from the pangs of material miseries.
Okay. So, this is from Bhagavad Gita, 5th chapter, 29th sloka, last sloka of the 5th chapter, where Krishna says, Bhoktara Yajna Tapasam. All the sacrifices, I am the one. I am the one to be offered. Okay? And Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. I am the controller of everything. Yes? And Sukrutam Sarvabhutanam. That is, I am the well-wisher of everyone. And when you understand this, you will get the peace. Now let me explain in a simple analogy. This analogy I would have given already. Like no, in an apartment, 250 flats are there. Okay, and construction workers, all the construction workers, and then the what is that carpenter, mason, plumber, everyone comes and do the construction work very nicely. And after finishing so much of hard work, they finished entire construction, and then they finishing the entire flat is ready, entire flat with amenities, everything is ready. Then they all come together and say, you won't take this flat. Okay, the first construction worker. Then the subsequent workers, you take the second floor, you take this fifth floor, we take this third floor. All those things they are doing. It's correct, no? They only did everything. They should own the flat, right? Why? They did the work, yeah. They only built it. Correct, no? Paid for it. One more reason is there.
It's their job.
It's their job, okay. Not sanctioned by the law. Okay. One more. Yes, that's the important point. The raw materials are we only provided. Who owned the land? We own the land, right? They did the work, they are paid by wages. Yes, all other points are valid. Very important point is the raw material, which is the land and cement and iron, everything we provided. Okay, so they cannot own. Similarly, now this building we constructed, right? We have iron. This cement is required. Where you got cement and iron? You produced a who provided us? Law, right? It's not like no iron, you make something, you do some magic and iron is available to you. No, you have to dig out from the earth. Similarly, cement comes from the earth. So all the raw materials comes from the earth. So now I give a hydrogen and oxygen to you. Can you make H2O water? Okay, who is providing water? Lord only. Can you make no rains to come here? No, you don't have any control of water at this one. So everything is controlled by the Supreme Lord. So everything is owned by Supreme Lord, and he should be offered the Bhokta. He is the supreme enjoyer. Now, why people go into non-peace mode? Like why don't people get peace is because they want to be controller. But we have to understand there is a supreme controller. He is the one who can control. We are like we are mosquitoes or the small drops in the ocean. We cannot control everything. Only he can control everything. Only we have just work as a servant to him. That is the only way. Okay. Now, so it's very clear. God is the ultimate boss. Now, if God is the ultimate boss, is he a person or energy? How many of you feel he is an energy? My goodness. How many of you feel person? One, two, three. Okay, is there any maybe case? Okay, maybe. Okay. Okay. Oh, see. Okay, maybe. One person answered energetic person. He was like maybe category. Okay. Okay. So today, whatever our understanding, it's good. We have very good understanding, but it should be according with Shastras. Whatever we understand, it should be in line with Shastras. It should be validated with Shastras. Okay. Otherwise, whatever we learned also, we should not be like a good disciple or good intelligent student of Bhagavad Gita. Will understand what is told in Bhagavad Gita, and then whatever he has learned so far, even if it is wrong, he will correct it. Okay. So today, I'm going to break one of that. Okay. We will see that. I'm breaking, like I'm going to tell from Shastra only. I'm not going to tell my opinion. Let us understand what Shastra says. Okay. So this statement is there from the Bible. Okay. So God created a mankind in His own image. So many people in the other atheists will say, "How come God is like us?" Are Baba, God is not like us. You are like God. Okay. Some people say, no, like a kid, a small grandchild will be named as grandparents' name. Okay. So people say, "Oh, you are named after your no." Then when we meet the grandparents, "Oh, you have the same name as your granddaughter," like that. No, no, no. Granddaughter got the name from me, right? Similarly, God created the image like Him to us. It's not like He is like us. We are like Him. Okay. Yes. This is the statement here. Now we are going to understand the absolute truth. There are three levels of understanding. Three levels of understanding. We are going to recite an important verse from Bhagavad Gita. Sorry, Srimad Bhagavatam. Wherever you are going flying away, please come back here. Very, very important concept we are going to discuss. Okay. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Kindly repeat after me. Vadanti tat tattvavidas tattvam yajnanam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavan iti sabhyate. And Mataji's can read translation for me.
Learn transcendent is no personal form is non-dual substance, Brahman, Paramatma or Bhagavan.
So this is from Srimad Bhagavatam. 1 means first canto, 2 means second chapter, 11th verse. Okay. Vadanti tattvavidas, the transcendentalist, they say tattvam yajnanam advayam, that is the absolute truth in three ways. So we can perceive God in three ways. Brahmeti, that is Brahman. Paramatmeti, Paramatma. Bhagavan iti Shabdyate. Third is Bhagavan. So three levels of understanding is there. Brahman, Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. We are going to understand one by one what is Brahman, what is Bhagavan, Paramatma, and what is Bhagavan. So all of you said what is energy. God is a person is energy is correct. Now we are going to understand how much correct or how much complete it is. Okay. So just revise the concept Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan. The God can be realized in these three features. Now to understand this concept, Prabhupada has given a wonderful analogy, which we are going to see now, then we will come back. Okay? What is this? Nature. Mountain, right? So when we see from a huge distance, how does a mountain look like? Very small, like a green painting, correct? Yes. So when you see a picture, what you will say? It's a mountain, a lot of greenery things are there, like that. Now when you get closer, what will you see? Trees, yes, different things, yes. Then when you trees, mountains, rocks, you will see so huge like that you will see, and then rocks you will see. Then you'll go inside the mountain, what will you see? Animals, then the huts will be there, people will be staying, the tribes and those people will be staying, correct? So three levels, you see from distance, you will see a huge greenery things. Then you go to next level, like in a train or bus in the hill, no? You go next level, you will see the rocks, the trees and everything. When you get closer, you will see animals are there, and then man, people are living, tribals are living like that. Okay? So this is a statement I want to cover. So mountain at distance looks very green. When you get closer, little more clarity, and then when you get inside, we can find animals and people living there. So these are the three levels of understanding a mountain. Okay. Next, in a childhood, no, my moms wake me up at 6:30. Hey, sun has come up. Get up. Okay. So do you really go outside and see whether sun has come? Do you see or what do you see? We see through the window whether light has come or not. So if light is there, that means sun is available. So sun can be perceived with the light in the room. Correct? So this is one level of understanding. Next level, I go to school, carry my bag, and then I see sun will be there in the sky. Correct? So the sun disk. Sun disk is also a level of understanding. One is sunlight. Sunlight is also sun. Correct? There is no difference between sunlight and sun. So sunlight is there, that means it is also sun. That is one level of understanding. Next level of understanding, I personally see the sun disk. Okay. Third, there are people inside the sun. It's called Surya Loka, and his name is Vivaswan. Prabhuji, wait. I studied in my science. I'm okay. By the way, I'm an ISRO scientist. I'm from NASA. So no, NASA also many literatures are published. Sun has the outer circle has 6,000 degrees Celsius. Okay, inner it will go millions and millions of degrees inside the core and things like that. The smallest minimum temperature available on the sun is 5,000 degree to 6,000 degree. Any metal on the earth, any metal on the earth will melt. Huh? How can you say people are living in sun? Huh? Bogus, no? Correct, no?
They would have our human body.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to cover more or less closer, no, best answer. So, can we live in water? We can't live in water without oxygen. Naturally, you go to swim in water, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, can you be there and eat and sleep? No. But so it means nobody can live in water. Correct, no? Aquatic animals. So they have the bodies to extract oxygen from the water and they breathe out water. When we take it out, then they will suffer. They cannot live in the normal air. They need water. Yes. Similarly, that doesn't mean that when we can't live somewhere, that doesn't mean that nobody can live. Okay, that is the statement I want to make. What is the statement? What is the concept here is Surya Loka. Yes, it's called Loka. So when Loka is there, people will be living there. And see, our bodies, our human bodies, we have Panchabhuta, right? Earth, water, fire, air, ether. Five things are there. Mostly our bodies are made of earth and water. If you see the bone and the blood, everything is earth and water is the majority of composition. Okay. But as you go higher and higher, the earth and water composition will reduce, fire, air, ether composition goes up. Okay. In Surya Loka, the people bodies are made up of fire. That's the reason they are able to live. Okay. It's not that we are in this one. Now, what is the proof? What is this one? So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, in the second chapter, it comes Nainam Chindanti Shastrani, Nainam Dahati Pavaka. The spirit soul cannot be burnt by no fire. It cannot be, no wind cannot disturb so many things. It cannot be moisture and things like that. And another important quality of spirit soul is Sarvagataha. It is everywhere it is present. So Surya Loka. Loka means people can live. So soul has to be there. Otherwise statement is wrong. Okay. And there is a lot of people living in the Surya Loka. The king or the presiding deity of the Surya Loka is called Vivaswan. Okay. He is the sun god. Clear? It's not that no, we are telling something like okay. Now, yeah. Now, same way, sunlight, sun disk, and Surya Loka, sun god. These are the three levels of understanding sun. Now tell me which is the best understanding? The final one, correct? See, they are in the outer level. Just seeing the sunlight, they are calling sun. Yes, they are correct, but it is not complete, right? And there is something called sun disk. They say correct, is correct, but it is not complete. Third one, he sees a person living there, and his name is Vivaswan. He is complete in every knowledge. Correct. Whatever he says is correct, but it is not complete. Clear? Okay. Similarly, Brahman is the first level of understanding. It is, people say as light, people say as energy. Yes, you are correct, but you are not complete. Okay. Next level is Paramatma. This feature, like Lord is everyone's heart as Paramatma. We are going to cover Brahman, Paramatma in the subsequent slide. I'll just tell. So God is a energy. Yes, He is energy. He is the light. That is called the Brahman level of understanding. Yes, and it is correct, but it is not complete. Second level of understanding is Paramatma. Yes, He is present in everyone's heart, each and every living entity. Third level of understanding, the final complete level of understanding, he is a person. He is a Bhagavan. Okay, I am not telling this. Okay, I am not telling this. Any of Krishna will tell subsequently. Even the same question Arjuna has: is he really a person or is he energy? Arjuna asked the question. Which one is correct way of worshipping God? Arjuna is asking. Krishna is going to answer. We will see. Now, I want to throw some lights on Brahman. So we know this is called material world, right? 14 lokas are there, 14 planetary system is there. And inside that you put a bubble, like a small bubble. Like that, so many bubbles are there in the universe. Okay, we are not the only 14 planetary system. So many such bubbles. Okay, I should have put a picture. In the next session, I'll put the picture. So there is someone called Mahavishnu. He lies in the ocean. From his pores, one small bubble comes. Each bubble is having the 14 planetary system. There is a Brahma inside, and then all the Vishnu will be there, and then inside each planetary system, Lord enters as a Paramatma. So this is called material world. There's so many bubbles will be there. After that material world, there is a huge spiritual world is there. From the spiritual world, a light comes out, that effulgence comes out. That is called, the effulgence of the Lord is called the Brahman. It's not Brahmana, it's not Brahmana, it's not Brahma, it is Brahman. Okay? Brahman means the effulgence coming from the Lord. It is called Brahman. Now, people know, yes. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Natat bhashyate suryo na shashanko na pavakaha yad gatva na nivartante tad dhamma paramamaha. My abode, there is no need of electricity, there is no need of fire. I self-illuminate entire world. From his body, the illumination is enough to lit entire world. Entire world is never dark. Okay, we need sun and moon here, and if sun and moon is not there, we need electricity. Where in spiritual world, there is no need of electricity or sun and moon. His own effulgence is sufficient. That effulgence which covers the spiritual world, or which is the start of the beginning of the spiritual world, is called Brahman. Okay, Brahma Jyoti, or also many people say this is called Brahman. So now Krishna says, now what is Brahman? Okay, kindly repeat after me. Brahmano hi pratistaham amritasya vinayasya cha shashvatasya cha dharmasya shukashekantikasya cha. Any Prabhuji can read translation?
And I am the basis of the impersonal Brahman, which is immortal, imperishable, and eternal, and is the constitutional position of the ultimate happiness.
Okay. So here Krishna says, I am the basis, I am the source of the impersonal Brahman, which is immortal, imperishable, and ultimate happiness. Even Brahma says in Brahma Samhita that you are the Brahman. Okay, let's repeat this. It's a wonderful, beautiful verse. I really like this verse so much. Yes. Yasya prabha prabhavato jagatanda koti कोटिस् वशेषु वसुधादि विभूति भिन्नम् तद्ब्रह्म निष्कलमनन्तम् अशेषभूतम् गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि. Okay, font is big enough. Martha is carrying.
I worship Govinda, the eternal Brahman, then from reflected, being differentiated from infinity of glory to one in universe, appears to be insignificant, infinite, and inflexible.
So Brahma is confirming that he is the source of Brahman. Okay. Now, Supreme God is a person or impersonal light. Even Arjuna asked this confusion. Arjuna asked this question to Lord Krishna. Okay. Yeah. You can repeat after me. Arjuna Uvacha एवं शततयुक्ताये भक्तास्त्वां परिभाषते येषापि अक्षरमव्यक्तं तेषां के योगवित्तमाः. So Arjuna inquired, which are considered to be more perfect? Those who are always properly engaged in your devotional service, or those who worship the impersonal Brahman, the unmanifested. Okay. Now Krishna is going to answer. So this is the start of 12th chapter. Today we are going to. Okay, today is special day. What is a special day? Gita Jayanti. Thank you so much. So today is the one 5,000 years ago, Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. So such an auspicious, wonderful day. We are going to recite two chapters of Bhagavad Gita, 12th chapter and 15th chapter, because I could have chosen any chapter. I chose most powerful chapters so that we, even if you can recite one quarter of the one verse, you get entire benefit, which I want to tell. So you will understand. So this is from the 12th chapter. We are going to recite today also the same verse. Okay. Kindly repeat after me. Krishna is now answering the question to Arjuna. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Maya Vesha Mano Ye Mam Nitya Yukta Upashate Shraddhaya Parayopetas Te Me Yukta Tamamataha. So the Supreme Lord said, those who fix their mind on my personal form are always engaged in worshipping me with great transcendental faith are considered to be most perfect. Okay, so please understand, God is a person, worshipping the person is the most perfect way. I am not saying this, Krishna himself says this. Okay, now let us understand why he recommends this. Why not the other path? Why not worship as an energy? Why not worship as a light? Okay. Repeat after me. क्लेशो दिक्तरस्तेषाम् अव्यक्तशकचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गते दुःखम् देहभक्तिरवाप्यते. For those whose minds are attached to the unmanifested, impersonal feature of the Supreme, advancement is very, very troublesome. To make progress in that discipline is always difficult for those who are embodied. Embodied means like us. We are now embodied in this Panchabuta. Okay. Now, please understand. From childhood, we are persons, right? You like to connect with your mother, you know mother. Okay. Now today I put a screen here, just in front of me. I put a screen here. Entire class I will conduct. You will hear my voice, but I will cover my screen. Will you be able to connect with me? Okay, we were giving Zoom class, right? So immediately, like to drink water, no, my Prabhuji used to switch off the video. Prabhuji, video is off, video is off. Okay, why? People will not be able to connect to impersonal things. They need to be connected with something personal. Otherwise, they will not be able to connect. Okay, so what is the problem? What is the problem? I can worship impersonal. What do you do in the impersonal? Okay, so if you want to do service impersonal, if a person is there, we can offer worship like no doop, arati, flower, garland, everything we can do. For light, what you can do worship? No worship is available. Okay, when you connect with the light, like you have to sit and meditate on the light. What will you meditate? That's the reason the other so-called religions who know so much tell that no light is the one. They have misinterpret all their verses, and then they do something violent. Okay, why? Because they are not able to connect properly. Because they are not able to connect properly, they misinterpreted their own scriptures and they perform violence. Okay, so this is the reason Krishna recommends personal is better. Personal is the preferred or the best option because you will be able to connect with the person, you will be able to grow also. Wherein impersonal, if you connect, you can achieve the success. There is no risk. There is no there is no doubt in that. But it is lot of risk because you will not be able to connect, and we have so many other works, so many things, and then we'll naturally lose taste for it, and then we'll go off. Okay, that's the reason Krishna recommends person. Please worship person. Okay. So far we discussed three things, that is Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan. So far we discussed about Brahman. Now I'm going to discuss about Paramatma. Okay. Kindly repeat after me. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Sarvasya Chaham Hridi Sannidishto Matta Smritinyanam Apohanam Cha Vedeshcha Sarve Rahameva Vedyo Vedanta Kridvedavit Eva Chaham. Here, Krishna is telling, I am seated in everyone's heart. I am seated in everyone's heart. From me comes the remembrance, knowledge, and forgiveness. So he is clearly confirming that I am there in everyone's heart. So we discussed in the seventh session, right? So Krishna, like soul desires, a Paramatma has to sanction. Unless it is sanctioned, even this hand I cannot move, a blade of grass cannot move, nothing can move without the sanction of the Lord. So to control that, each and everyone's heart, Lord enters as Paramatma. Okay. There is one more verse which confirms the same thing. Repeat after me. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Hriddeshu Arjuna Tishtati Brahmayan Sarva Bhutani Yantrarudani Mayaya. This is from 18th chapter, 61st verse. Krishna tells that I am situated in everyone's heart. The Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart and directing the wanderings of all living entities. Yes? So here also Krishna confirms that I am there in everyone's heart. So why this everyone's heart is required? Because Lord is a sanctioner, right? Now many people will think, today I did something wrong, nobody noticed. Okay? No, Baba. Krishna is there in your heart. He noticed all the account balance is written. At the time of death, he will be taken to court of Emerald. Then he will read out. And at the time, we will not have false ego. No, many people know when we point out the mistake, you know what problems I am going through, you don't know. At the situation, I reacted like this. People will defend. But there in Yamadharmaraj, you cannot react. If you react more, you will get more punishment. Okay. So many people know when we discuss their mistake, this is what happens. But no, into this one. Even Brahma says in Brahma Samhita, a wonderful verse, how Lord is entering in each, everyone's heart. Kindly repeat after me. Eko Pesho Rachayitam Jagadanda Kotim Yachaktirasti Jagadanda Chayadadanta Andantarastu Paramanu Chayantarastam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So, Andantarastu Paramanu Chayantarastam. Each and every atom, not living entity alone, each and every atom. So it is there in this, I don't know where the mouse is there. So in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th line. He is present in his fullness in every one of the atoms that are scattered throughout the universe. Yes, at one and the same time. He is available in each and every atom. So this is also a lot of atoms are there. In this also a lot of atoms are there. In the air also a lot of atoms are. In each and every atom, he is present. This is a statement from Brahma Samhita. Okay, this much infinite. You can't even imagine how many atoms are there. You can't count, right? This much infinite is the Lord. In each and every atom, he is available. Okay. Again, we discussed Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan. Okay. Now, time to discuss about Bhagavan, which I will discuss next session. Okay. Why I'll tell you the reason. So, in the next session, we are going to cover Bhagavan aspect, definition of Bhagavan. So anyone who calls Bhagavan, no, now Kalki Bhagavan, some one fellow bought island also. Many people are there, right? Someone calls us a Bhagavan. So there is a definition of Bhagavan. Whom to be called as Bhagavan? Okay. So that itself, some verses are there, and then many discussion is there. And we are going to read not only Bhagavad Gita, we are going to read from Padma Puran and Skanda Puran also. Some verses are there. Many verses are there which need minimum 45 minutes for discussion. Okay, already 6:30. Today being a Gita Jayanti, I want to recite the verses of Bhagavad Gita. It is much powerful than the understanding is. That's the reason I split the session into two. If Gita Jayanti would not have been there, I would have continued and I would have finished in 7:15, 7:30. This is the way. And then next session, we are going to see why there are so many gods here. Many people know, many other religion people. You Hindu, no, Sanatana Dharma people, we have so many gods. See us, we have only one God. We don't have problem at all. But we don't know the basic philosophy, basic logic behind why these things. Next session, we are going to cover that. And what are the beautiful, wonderful features of the Lord which attracts. He is the supreme boss, and all of us are attracted to him. What are the features where we can connect and then learn the lessons we can implement in our life? We are also boss in our house. Kids are learning from us. We are controlling our kids in the office also. We will understand wonderful life management lessons from the Lord's beautiful features. All these things. Another important point also, which one Prabhuji highlighted to me, 33 crore Devi Devatas are there, are 33 koti. They say types. Okay, both crore are types. Both I will cover in the next session. Okay, so next session will cover. Now, so before taking questions, I have some announcement. These announcements are there for next 20-25 minutes. So kindly bear with me. Yeah. So today's Prashadam sponsors are Saranya Mataji, Raunak Prabhu, Lakshmi Prasad Prabhu, Alok and Monica Mataji, Lauling Lakani Mataji. Another Prabhuji don't want to announce, so you want to be anonymous. Actually, I want to put the names. Many people requested don't put the names and all. So thank you so much for sponsoring. So being Ekadashi Day is a wonderful sponsor. Yes, let's all chant one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra for them. Yes. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Hare. Okay. How many of you came first time today to the session? Already asked this question. Please take a photo of this number and send a WhatsApp message to this Prabhuji. You will be added to a group where the previous recording sessions will be there, and we are going to go for a yatra. All the details, all the course details, everything will be put. So if you are not in the group, you will miss all the details. Whomsoever not in the WhatsApp group of Gita course Hanatur, please take a photo and contact this number. It's very important. We are going to go for a yatra and many important details. We are posting a sloka day video also. Many important details will be missed. Okay. In that group, my number is also there, so you can reach me also. Yes. Okay. So past three classes, the restroom of the men restroom was not hygiene. So there is a problem with this place. This owner is a wonderful, amazing person. This place is given for free. This entire hall is free. Okay, and we conducted Janmashtami also in this place. That place also he is given for free. Okay, so he is so pious person. Due to COVID, his business is not running that much. So because of that, he had a travel agency, like 20, 30 cars were there, so many drivers were there. because of COVID, no, he has to pay the salary to drivers and things like that. So, like he has given the many of the sports facilities to different, online shopping apps like Blinkit, the grocery apps, Blinkit and Swiggy and things like that. So those delivery boys have misused the restroom, men restroom, cigarettes and so many things, damage and everything. And like we shown to the owner, he said like no, we are making a process separate, no, what you call portable toilet for them. Until that time, you tolerate. Now we were thinking he'll make something, but due to COVID and no money, he's not able to do it. So then, like we requested, let's use the women's washroom just 4 hours from Sunday evening 5:30 to 9 o'clock. The women's washroom will act as a both men and women's washroom. We are going to lock it. So earlier we used to keep our buckets and things like that. Within one day the buckets will be broken and things like that. Now we got the key for the exclusivity for the women's restroom. We are going to lock it after 9 o'clock, so nobody will use till the session. If you want to use the restroom, please use the same restroom as women. Don't worry, you can lock it inside. Light is there, water is coming nicely. So this is the arrangement. All our ISKCON centers in other places, we have only one washroom. Same washroom only both Matajis and Prabhujis are using. We thought no, we'll use the facility, but unfortunately it is highly unusable. If you get in, you will get disease. That it is there. So that is the arrangement. So please forgive us. We are not able to provide you better service, but now we resolve it. Okay. This is the first announcement. So today, after the session, I'm going to announce, we're going to recite 12th chapter and 15th chapter. And next session, my mentor who guided me from day one is going to come. All of you relished this class on the Ramayana plus even the Prabhupada's Leelamrita, right? He is going to come and give how glorious our Vedic culture. We had Ayurveda, plastic surgery in our Vedic times. We had Vimam Shastra in our Vedic times. We had our trading places are not selling of vegetables. Our trading places are selling of golds and jewels and diamonds. All the trading places, no, like market we are having, no, all those markets were existing. We had the first university called Nalanda University. How glorious our Vedic culture, how systematically we are programmed to destroy. How Britishers, how Mughals destroyed this glorious Vedic culture, how we became byproduct of British now. He's going to discuss. Don't miss the session. Please don't miss the session. Like, see, to destroy a culture, it needs a lot of planning. You can't simply destroy a culture. Please understand. Our culture is so glorious. We should know how brilliant the Britishers were. You should understand. Then you can protect us. If you don't know how it happened, you'll never be able to protect. In other countries, the Sanatan Dharma people has like girls are kidnapped, the stones are thrown. If you don't know this, the day is not far. It will happen in our country also. So please understand, we are not going to do hate. How we are systematically destroyed, we should be knowing. Then we'll be able to protect ourselves. Okay. Anyhow, how good speaker you know? Yes. Don't miss the next session. Okay. Next Sunday. After that session, I'll take the Bhagwan Paramatma because I asked him his dates. He said I can come only next week. Okay, Prabhuji, you come whenever you want to come. I will change my class. Okay. So I told him like because he is not so easily available. So whenever his class is there, I have to adjust. So that's the reason. Doing like I want to complete today because Gita Jayanti, I couldn't complete the part 2. Okay. Okay. Done. How many of you are available for January 1st? January 1st is a Sunday, and many will. Okay. Surely, all of you will come. No, I'm going to order prasadam. I cannot distribute entire prasadam. Okay. So I'll invite my mentor's mentor, His Grace Harikshedra Prabhu, who designed these slides. All the Gita course slides, he designed it. I'm going to invite him. I want all of you to hear from him. He is a wonderful, amazing practitioner of Krishna consciousness. Any problem you go, the maturity at which he answers is amazing. Like I know, we face many problems in the leadership and things like that. Prabhuji is doing something. He deals with so maturity and gives a simple solution, and everything connects back to Krishna. The answer which he gives, everything connects back to Krishna. Such an amazing practitioner, he is able to give wonderful. This one. You have to hear from him. So January 1st, the special day. Please come and hear. It's a new year. If you're going to native, please come on January 1st morning itself so that you can attend Sunday evening because next day you have to start working. January 2nd you have to go to school and things like that. So if you're reaching on no Sunday instead of Sunday evening, Sunday morning you try to replan your schedule so that you can hear from him because I want you to start the new year with spiritual. Okay, very high. Okay. Now, as I announced in the last class, we are going to a spiritual place called Devarayana Durga. This is the place. Throughout the day, we have wonderful spiritual experience, visit of ancient place, and enlightening sessions will be there. And my mentor is going to give class throughout the day. Okay, so don't miss this association. We are going on 24th December, as I told you. The rates are like this. The adults 1200, kids 700. Why kids 700? Because the seat in the Volvo bus limited. Okay, we could have booked normal bus, we would have cost would have come, but it is a 3 hour 70 kilometer from here. It's a 3 hours journey. So we will start here from morning 5:30. We will reach by 10 only. I put 10:30 because traffic. I'm worried for the traffic only, but we will reach by 10:30. Morning 5:30 a.m. sharp. How many of you don't have to cook anything? You just come, take bath and come, sit in the bus. Lunch, breakfast. Oh, I didn't type the breakfast, lunch, everything is provided. So everything is provided. Why? Another request to all of you. Suppose your kid doesn't need a seat, it's free, but don't misuse it because the Volvo seat buses are 45 only. Okay, now you say that my kid doesn't need a seat and you put a seat. So we take a no forms, we take a Google form and like we get a 45 entries, we book Volvo bus. And some of you didn't book for a seat and you booked a seat. Rest of the like 5 people, if you do like that, rest of the 5 people have to stand only. We not have seat. So that's the reason we request if your kid needs seat, please book. So like less than 2 years who doesn't sit alone, that can be made free. If they need a seat, please book a seat. Don't make no other volunteers to stand for entire 3 hours. That is our request. This we are seeing many times, many yatras. People don't book a seat for the kids, but no, we request you to book. The money, if you feel it's a money, we are using it for prasadam. Every day the prasadam, what the session, it costs us 20,000. Okay, the fees which we collected is 200 only, and 300 people registered. 3 sessions it would have over. Okay, so money which you're going to give, if it is excess, really we're going to use. Here actually the bus cost is more, so every seat is costly. The prasadam and the hall, lecture hall and all nothing, hardly 200 only. So far as the this one is the most. So please, if your kid needs a seat, even if it is like it's a 3 hours journey, please mind 3 to 3.5 hours. 70 kilometer only to cross the city itself, it will take 1 hour. Then 70 kilometers in a highway it is like 2 hours only, but wherein normal state highways it takes 2.5 hours, good number of time. So 3.5 hours journey, you cannot keep the child in the lap. So if you need a seat, please book a seat. That's our request. And please be there sharp 5:30. We are not going to listen to everyone. Prabhuji, I'm coming, please hold the bus. No, it's not going to happen because if you leave late, we will be coming late and the traffic will pick up. That is a issue. Everyone will be delayed. And don't miss the opportunity. Even in the bus, we'll have wonderful spiritual enlightenment, wonderful enjoyment. Don't miss. I have been to many, many yatras with a lot of confidence. I'm telling it's not because I'm organizing it, because I enjoyed the yatra. Okay, so don't miss to associate with the spiritual people throughout the day. December 24th, morning we are going, evening we are returning. December 25th is a rest for all of you, holiday for all of us. Okay, yes. So we will post the form in the group. That's the reason I asked all the newcomers to join the group. We will post the form in the group. Immediately fill it and make the payment because we need to book the bus and the hall and prasadam arrangement. If you don't fill it, late, decide later and things like that, it takes no time for us to respond. Okay, if you fill everything, it becomes easy for us. Okay, yes. Now, I want to talk about few verses about glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, so we have read some of the verses from Srimad Bhagavatam. So just few verses from Srimad Bhagavatam I want to highlight. So here, the translation is very clear. It is from the Srimad Bhagavatam only. The Srimad Bhagavatam is the literary incarnation of God, and it is compiled by Sri Vyasadeva, incarnation of God. it is ultimate good for people. It is awesome. So the Srimad Bhagavatam, the Bhagavad Purana book, is nothing but the personal literary incarnation of Krishna himself. Many people want to have deity and things like that, but this is much easier worship. Deity, if you want to keep a deity of Krishna at your home, there is a minimum, many standards are there, some minimum standards. You cannot have non-veg at home, and onion garlic is also ruled out. And you should feed the Lord minimum 3 times a day, 3 to 5 times a day. And lot of, you should be initiated by Brahmana thread, and you should be chanting Gayatri. All those worship is there. But same Krishna, you can worship at your home, but just by having this Srimad Bhagavatam book. It doesn't need a much of a standard. All you need to offer flower and start with. That's all, nothing much. And look at the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. Yes, who reads, listens even half or even one fourth of the verse, one fourth, quoted from Bhagavata, that is Srimad Bhagavatam, shall obtain the merit of gift of 1,000 cows, 1,000 cows charity. Yes, and many people say, Prabhuji, Bhagavad Gita itself we are not reading. Where will I get to read this book? Alright, please don't worry. When Krishna is there at your home, he will make sure to make you read. Okay, when Krishna comes to your home, he is available as the Krishna. He will make sure. I also have Srimad Bhagavatam. I am in the second canto. Total 18 cantos are there. So 18 volumes. It is 12 cantos. I am in the second canto. All the volunteers are in third or fourth, fifth canto kind of number. So it takes time, but he will make sure this one. See, nowadays in the house, no, who's center, right? Either the husband or wife, right? So you have to serve me. According to me, it should happen and things like that. When Krishna comes to your home, Krishna becomes the center. When Krishna is the center, everything is arranged around. Yes? When everything is arranged, complete peace will be there in the house. Because we are the center in the house, the husband and wives are fighting like no India Pakistan actually. Literally. Yes. But since Krishna will be in the center, there won't be any fights. Okay. Now, whenever one reads the Srimad Bhagavatam, he attains the merit of all the 18 Puranas. Vaishnavas stay there where my story is continuously told, which is Bhagavata Purana. The men will not be affected by the Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga is so horrible. Yes. So those men who honor their scriptures of Vaishnava get rid of all their sins. And in the Kali Yuga, if they honor this scripture, I become delighted with them. So Lord is very pleased with the people who has this Bhagavata. Yes, wherever there is Bhagavata, the holy scripture, the Kali age, I always stay there along with Devas. I stay in the personally the house. Having this book is like keeping Krishna and all Devi Devatas in your house. Yes, all the tirthas, all the rivers, all the lakes, all the yajnas, 7 cities, means the Kashi, Dwaraka, Mathura, meritorious mountains like Mount Meru, Everest, Himalayas, all are present in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Just keeping Srimad Bhagavatam, we are getting all the tirthas, all the things. This is the benefit. I stay in that house where a verse from Bhagavata or even half or even quarter of it is kept written. Just a verse is kept written, and you can have the Krishna is personally present. Okay. I never abandon that man who is a reader and expounder of my stories, which is Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. So who listens devotedly to the Srimad Bhagavatam, all my festival give me great delight. So this is the way we can keep Krishna at home. So as I announced in the class, if you purchase that book, we will come and do installation in your house. Installation means simple. We offer flowers and some arati and things like that. And I gave personally class for the some like you can invite your friends and relatives or the apartment mates. We had done one of the Prabhuji who was very fortunate to buy this book. We had done in their home. These are the screenshots. We went in their home. We did the installation, and so many devotees, so many apartment mates came. Even though so many devotees came, I gave class. The photo is not taken when I was taking the class. And this is the arati we performed. Dinesh, so if you buy this book, I will personally come and install along with the devotees. It's a wonderful opportunity to have devotees at the home and to perform Kirtan at home, because this Kali Yuga, performing Sankirtan Yagya is the best way of performing. It is little bit more. Bluetooth one. So this is the thing which we did. So if you can't buy, so this book cost around 8,000 for English and other languages around 8,000. If you can't buy, you buy at least first canto. First canto cost you 500. You can read one verse. It's so meritorious, so wonderful book to have at home. And please don't think that so many books. How can I read? See, even I am having. I'm also working in ISRO. I have launches. Last Sunday I had a launch. And in spite of that launch, I came to the Prabhuji's house and installed Srimad Bhagavatam. That day, exact Saturday, I had a launch in my office. So, in fact, that project I really worked, but I said I have much more priority. I delegated the work to my team, and then I went to the place where I installed Srimad Bhagavatam. So, wonderful book to have at home. So, please, this one, we will personally come to your home with all the devotees. We will do the necessary things. And already one Prabhuji is fortunate, make yourself fortunate. See, it's not that no, I'm trying to do something. It is, please understand, in the house, the center should be Krishna. When the house is center is Krishna, everything auspicious happens. Nowadays, what is happening? The house center is either husband or the wife. Because of that only, so many problems, so many negativity, so many this one, the kids are getting spoiled and everything. Wherein if house center Krishna is there, everything falls in place. He will make sure to make you read. He will make sure to not to deviate from the path. Yes, it's not my job to read. How will I read? Don't worry. Krishna will make sure. Krishna has come to your home, right? He will make sure to do everything. Okay. So if not full book, you can do this one. Now, Prabhuji, you told so many things. Krishna is there in the Srimad Bhagavatam. What is the proof? Yes, I would like to recite this. Now, tell this pastime. Okay. How many of you know who's Parikshit Maharaj? Who is he? Whose father or whose grandfather? Abhimanyu's son. Who is Janamejaya? Anybody else knows? Okay. Abhishek Bachchan's father? Everyone knows. Correct, no? Okay. Yes, Prabhuji was right. Janamejaya is a son of Parikshit. What curse Parikshit had? Parikshit had one curse. 1 year, his 1 year. He will be killed within a week. He got a curse that a snake bird called Takshaka will kill him. Okay. Now this is the curse he got, and he said, within 1 week I'm going to die. Ordinary person, what will he do? Oh, only 1 week is there. I should enjoy everything. I didn't see many things, right? Many movies are coming like that, right? You should enjoy it to the fullest. But what the Vedic scripture is, he approached the spiritual master and asked him, "Oh Gurudev, please tell me what should I do? I am going to die within a week." From there only Srimad Bhagavatam is spoken. Okay? And so there are many things to hear. You can hear Srimad Bhagavatam like that he told. Now, he died after hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. He didn't worry about the death at all. He was completely peaceful. When the snake bird, when it emits, it is not like, no, it will bite like this. It emitted fire. Entire fire burned Parikshit Maharaj. He was undisturbed. He was always meditating on the Lord because he heard complete Srimad Bhagavatam. Complete Srimad Bhagavatam without water, without food, without thirst, without sleep for 7 days. Such an amazing scripture he heard. Because of that, he was completely peaceful. Now his son got to know about the death of the father. Okay. Then he got so angry. how come these snakes killed my father? So he performed a yajna to kill all the snakes in the world. That is the snake sacrifice. You can see the picture, the snakes are falling into the fire sacrifice. Now, many snakes were coming, except Takshaka was not coming. Okay, and then the one of the guru, I think Brihaspati, I remember, he came and told Janamejaya, please stop. Your father is perfected. He went back to spiritual world. You don't have to do this. It's not necessary for you. You don't need to do this. And he was adamant, and he told Takshaka is protected by I think Indra. Yes, Indra. So you cannot kill him. If you really want to kill him, it becomes a huge chaos in the world. Then he decided, okay, let me stop and things like that. Because he killed unnecessarily the snakes, he got leprosy. You know leprosy, right? Some small wounds in the entire body, the blood and the things will ooze out from the body. Now, since he did an offense, he need to cure. So the Prayachita, what they recommended is, he was supposed to hear all the Vedic scriptures in Guruvayur. Guruvayur, everybody knows, right? It's a place in the Kerala, near to Coimbatore, South India, in Kerala. So he is supposed to hear Vedic scriptures. And he was hearing Mahabharata. And rishis were reciting Mahabharata too. Okay, in Mahabharata, one verse was there. That is, in the Kurukshetra war, his grandfather Bhima, Duryodhana, like Bhima was rampaging like anything. He whatever comes, he was crushing and defeating like anything. So Duryodhana was trying to somehow stop him. Like, no, we put something to stop and things like that. No, when water comes to our house, we put many things and try to stop, like flood enters and things like that. So he was doing whatever possible this one. So he was sending elephants. Okay, and Bhima was jumping over them and then took the what is their tusk and then swirled like this and throws in the space. Okay, and all the elephants were like this, and he was throwing. And it is mentioned in the Mahabharata that even now some of the elephant still in the space. That's a statement. And this Janamejaya was hearing as a Prayachita, right? He was hearing, Hare, I agree that time it went into space. Even now, do you think my ears are not pierced? Means we say, no, somebody tells a lie, my ears are already pierced. Like that. Don't put flowers around my ears. Okay? He was saying this and he was questioning all the sages. In front of his eyes, a huge elephant just came and fall in front of him. Okay, so all the Vedic scriptures, Krishna is a person available in Srimad Bhagavatam is the real statement. Don't doubt it. Okay, so this is he doubted. Because he doubted, he actually his leprosy was slowly curing. Like he was hearing so many Vedic scriptures, like 50%, 60% cured he was. Because he doubted, he has to go back to day one. Okay, so such an amazing scripture is Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna is really a person. So this is the proof that Krishna is available in this one. Okay, and then after that he got cured, but this is the thing. Okay, now in this month we do something called book marathon. We go out in the streets. Some of you would have seen me in the streets. Some of the newcomers would have caught me in the street, where we distribute Bhagavad Gita to everyone whomsoever was interested. So you can also do the same sacred activity. It's a very, very sacred activity. Do you know why? I'm going to recite the benefit of 12th chapter or 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. There was one king. Okay, so he was conquer entire kingdom. Like he had a general, wonderful general, fighting general. He conquered entire kingdom. Entire world was under his rule. Okay, and this general thought how he should be a king. I am the one who fought all the wars, so I should be the king, like that he thought. So he made a plan to kill the king to become king. Okay, but before the plan could execute, he died of cholera, some disease, and then he was taken to court of, as usual, Yamaraj. And then Yamaraj asked, see, you don't have a karma to become king, so you can become a best horse. You can become a best horse in the world. I'll make you have a karma to become best horse. So the next life, he appeared as a horse. Now this horse was now having a wonderful, so fast, so agile, so wonderful capacities. So one businessman had it, and then another businessman bought it with a huge price. Usually horse goes for some X, means he bought it for 100x, that much, and he wanted to sell it to 1000x to king. So he took the horse and he went to the same king. The horse is a general, previous life. The same king he went, and then king examined the horse and he felt it is so wonderful horse. Let us buy it. So 1000x he paid and bought the horse. And then one day he went for hunting, and then he lost track with all the soldiers. He went deep inside the forest, and then there is no water. And then he found a water source, and then he quenched his thirst. In the water source, small leaflet came. Small leaflet came. In that, one verse was there. What is this written? Let me read out. He started to read out. Okay. Immediately, when he read out that what is written in the pamphlet, immediately the horse died, assumed four-hand form of Vishnu. Okay, whenever we go to spiritual world, no, we will be given spiritual bodies. The spiritual bodies is so effulgent. We'll be having four-handed forms like Narayana. Okay, we'll have four hands. We can do multitasking. Okay? We can do multiple service to the Lord. So he assumed the form of four-handed Vishnu. A plane came from Vaikuntha, took him direct non-stop flight. Okay, he was wondered king, and he understood this person is my general. This king understood this person is my general. What is really happening like that? He was so couldn't understand. Then he took the leaflet pamphlet and then he went to the water source, the source of the water. There is one rishi hermitage was there. Then he asked him, so and so happened. What really happened? Then the rishi told, you recited one fourth of 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. One fourth of 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Because of that, he got the benefit go to clear all the sins, go back to spiritual world. Oh, see, I recited, he heard, why I didn't go. Okay. Then the Rishi told, he heard it with rapt attention. He heard it with rapt attention, you didn't hear it. Okay. Such is the benefit of potent of Bhagavad Gita. So many people are suffering in this world. You see, so many are now drug addicts, so many, what do you call it? I don't want to use the word nonsense people, so many sensual things they do. All those people, how will they become purified? Just if they read one verse, one quarters of the verse, they get benefited. So we give so many nonsense gifts on birthday, New Year, Secret Santa, everything. Give this Bhagavad Gita. Take 5 Bhagavad Gitas and give this Bhagavad Gita so that everyone gets benefited. Like no people give many useless gifts. It stays for 1 year. Some toys you give, it stays for hardly 6 months. This is a permanent thing. They read one verse, their life will be perfected. This is a permanent gift which you can give to them. Yes. So just take 5 Bhagavad Gitas and give this as much as possible. Because you distributed in his life, you will also be benefited. It's not like no, you will also be benefited. You will also be able to rise in the life. This is the reason. I work in ISRO. I take every day 1 hour. I stand on the road in the Panatur road near the petrol bunk, Bhakta Anjaneya Swami temple. I distribute Bhagavad Gita. Okay. And no, one Prabhuji was asking me, you are leading by example. No, I want to distribute because I am greedy. I want to go back to spiritual. So if you are greedy, please do this. Yes. Don't worry what people will think. Oh, you have become spiritual. Don't worry on those things. If they don't read also the books, Prabhuji, people will not read. Don't worry. These books are like spiritual bomb. When it will explode, you don't know. Okay, I'll tell one story. I think most of you would have heard in Amogulina Prabhuji's class that one person saw the book distributor and torn the book into half. Okay, and somehow that got into his bag, and then he went his home and kept it. His maid thought it is a book is no by mistake is torn. She corrected all the pages, put cellotape in all the pages, and kept it back in the bookshelf. Now this person, out of ego, threw all these things, and slowly in his life, he lost job. His wife left. Children were not listening. So nothing is working in my life. Let me commit suicide. So he decided like that, and then he was about to commit suicide, and then let me read some book like that. So he saw the bookshelf. What attracted him is this book which is taped. So he took the Bhagavad Gita, and then he read the second chapter. Krishna tells, "You are not the body; you are spirit soul." This awakened him like anything. That oh yes, I'm not suffering. I'm the spirit soul. Why should I die? Then with that thought, he understood where is the book is printed. Then he traced back to ISKCON, and then he met the devotee who distributed book, and he became a devotee. How the bomb works, we never know. There's a bomb. It is simply idle, thrown and idle in his house, but it worked. Similarly, another one nice story Amagovinda Prabhu shared. One Mataji was doing PhD in atheism. Atheism means to prove that God doesn't exist. PhD means how much you have to do, right? They won't leave you simply. So much she has ready, and she made the thesis ready. She was about to submit, and she was going in a car. One devotee knocked the car. Would you like to take Bhagavad Gita? So they do. Then she read first chapter, she read second chapter, she read third chapter, and the night she went to home. She took lighter in one hand, she took her thesis in one hand, she made them to embrace each other. Okay, and then she became devotee, and then she went and told the Amagina Prabhu, I am the person who did that like that. So we don't know when these books will work. We don't know when these books work because Prabhupada and all the acharyas they empowered, put all the energy on these books. Just by hearing Bhagavad Gita itself, people will become one level of spiritual credit you are giving them. So don't give useless gift, give a nice gift to them. That's my request. If you are not able to do, we do Shastradam, right? We go to different schools and distribute. This picture is Kartikeya Prabhu, my mentor. 2 years back, he was in white. Now he is in saffron. Okay. This is a old age home where we distributed Bhagavad Gita. This is another Anada Ashrama where we distribute Bhagavad Gita. So you can contribute for the Shastradam because these people are, we think they are orphans, but they are not orphans. Supreme Lord is there. He is the one feeding everything. So when they get this knowledge, their life will be improved. Next life, they will continue as a human and they will be able to break the cycle of birth and death. We should be able to provide opportunities for them also, these underprivileged also. Of course, we also feed food to Akshay through Akshay Patra and many other things. But it will satisfy physical needs, which will satisfy spiritual need. Only Bhagavad Gita. This also should be given, then only they will be come to a platform of breaking the cycle of birth and death. Yes? So you can do any one of them. Okay? Yes, any question? So we are going to recite 12th chapter and 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. It takes 7 minutes, 14 minutes, followed by mantra meditation. After that, we'll have Arati and wonderful Prasadam is awaiting us. Okay? So anything you want, please approach the book counter, donation, buying books, gifting books, everything, book counter, all the books we have. Okay? Yes. Any questions? Yes, Prabhuji. Oh, 1 minute. Okay. Get me this. Get me this. Take this. On it.
Yeah. My question is more on akarma.
Okay.
So I still want to understand because every time you're like, get books, distribute it to others, it is good for others and all. And you're doing good thing again. How to inculcate akarma in daily life so that like, by doing good, we still don't expect something like, how to do that.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Deepak, Dinesh. So wonderful question, Prabhuji. So many people will think by distributing book we are getting no, good karma. No, we are getting akarma because this is a transcendental. It's not on the material platform. Akarma or spiritual credits has nothing to do with the material thing. You feed the poor. You put 10 rupees in the pocket of a beggar. It becomes a good karma. Okay. An unfortunate thing is you should know the 10 rupees if they misuse for taking cigarette or eating non-veg is why my volume is less. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yeah. So when they misuse it for their their purpose, 1/6 of the bad karma you will get. Okay. So we don't know what is a good karma itself. Like we try to do something good, but it will return us very bad. Okay. So, but wherein this books and all the devotional service which we do, it doesn't come under good karma. It is called akarma. We will be so spiritually mature, and This is different. Now in the day-to-day life, how to apply? Okay, you go to office, you code, you get salary. What people you do, all the spiritual devotees do, they maintain a accounts book and they go in front of the Lord. Oh Lord, you are the master of this house. Through your mercy, I got 1 lakh as salary, out of which 50,000 went in EMI and things like that. 20,000 went for groceries. 20,000 I used for your service. 10,000 I kept for my savings. This is how they do it. So every work you do, oh Lord, you are asking me to do it. I am acting as a tool in front of you. I am doing it. This mood we should have. That mood doesn't come overnight. Okay, because today Prabhuji told everything I do. No, next day when pressure comes, when office pressure comes, we forget everything and we do. This comes only by regular practice of chanting. It won't come overnight. Yes, clear, Prabhuji? Any other questions? Prabhuji here. Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
My question is like, suppose like I'm on the path of spiritual way,
Hmm.
and I'm doing meditation also, and started taking this like Naam also.
Yeah.
But suppose like my near and dear ones, they don't follow this path and they don't feel interest on this way.
Okay.
So like it becomes little challenging to be in the
Okay.
family and follow all these practices.
Okay.
So what do you suggest there? Like if we want to bring them also on this path, like my children or my husband, then how can we do that?
Yeah. It's a nice question. Don't think you are alone. So many Matajis are facing this problem. You're not the only one who are facing this problem. So, being Mataji, you have extra power. Prabhujis have lesser options to bring their partner. Means, suppose the Prabhuji's wives are not attending, that is very difficult. Being a Mataji, being the controller of the house, you have more control. I'll tell you the secret. Okay. First thing is, for like it is applied to both husband and wife. Suppose your wife is not coming or your husband is not coming. Whenever yatra is there, please bring them because anyone who goes to tour they like it, right? So many Prabhujis became devotees, came after for yatra. They understand and see our experience, then they became this one. So yatras don't miss. You tell them somehow or otherwise you have to force. Just by this one you have to come. Rest all I will do whatever you want to do, but take them. Option number one. Option number two, sincerely pray for them. When you chant, sincerely pray for them because you like I would like to tell you it's a weird, but this is the way I can tell you. Morning when you wake up, the nature's call itself we cannot control. We cannot restrict. We have to get into bath. Similarly, we cannot control everything, everyone. Only Krishna can control. He is there in the heart as Paramatma. He can only control. So praying to Krishna is the best solution because he can connect. But it doesn't happen overnight because barrier has to be broken and whatever the sukrati, samskaras, they have to get it. So this is the prayer. Third thing is devotees make something called sattvic food or the prasadam. They cook without onion garlic and they offer to the Lord. That food they feed take it as a prasadam. That has a spiritual credits in that. One Mataji never invited a Prabhuji for this class. She just made them devotees by just cooking prasadam. So condition is with love and devotion we should offer to Krishna. That food we should take as a prasadam. It is called bhoga before offering. After offering, it is called prasadam. And moment you take that, it has wonderful benefit. It do magic. Yes, that's the reason our prasadam is very tasty. Okay, because it is offered to Krishna. Because the mind of the people who cooks gets into the food. Because if you cook in a fighting mood, no, the husband will eat and he'll also start fight. This is what happens. Because the devotees cook with a mood to please Krishna, our food is very tasty. Same food we are also getting in our home. All the volunteers cook the food for pleasing Krishna. All the volunteers do the same. So you can also implement. These are the three things, and I will pray for you also. Sure.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
have a series of questions. Sorry.
No problem.
The first question is about today's session. I understood in simplified manner macroscopical and microscopical level. True. So I am a physics teacher. I teach about solar planetary system.
Okay.
So if we see, it is not only one solar planetary system.
Yeah, true.
So in macroscopical level or microscopical level, if you see, there are so many planetary systems.
Yes.
So why do we talk only about one sun? He's just one star in the entire solar system.
Yeah.
And that is first one. And second question is about yagna. So what I understand is that is to create resonance. Like if we wish to get the rain, so by Meghamatan we are creating the resonance.
Yes.
Is that true? And third question is, this is my dad's question. He can't ask in English. So as Bhagavan says, I am in everyone's heart. And in one of the shlokas in Bhagavad Gita, he specifies, I'm the lion in animals, I'm the crocodile in aqua,
Yeah.
and I'm
Yeah,
one
yeah.
of the monks. Like he specifies
Yeah.
why he has to specify. So these are the three questions. Thank you.
Okay. Wonderful questions, Mataji. First one is only one sun we are representing. So in the level 2 first session, so these sessions are going to continue. It's called level 2 Gita course will start in the new year. There, first session, we are going to talk about Kala Chakra. Kala Chakra means how the cycle of Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga manifest. Are we having only one universe, multiple universe? What is the source and how they are annihilated, how they destroyed? All those things we'll see. From that, I'll give a small summary. From the Mahavishnu, so many universes are created. Like you take a sack of mustard seeds. Mustard seeds are how small? So small in a sack, you can have millions of them. So not millions, at least lakhs of them. Like that mustard seeds from the Lord's pore of the body, so many universes are created. So in each universe, one sun, one moon, the Lord is there. So in each universe, that description we are going to see in the other session. So it's not only one sun, many sun. In that session, I am going to tell it's not only one Brahma, multiple Brahma, and depends on the size of the universe, the Brahma's heads are different. So in this universe, the Brahma's head is 4 heads. There are universes which are bigger than this. To maintain that universe, Brahma's head is 10, 100,000. Okay. So this is first question. Second question is yagya, right? So, so the previous yuga yagyas and all purity of materials were there. Like if you go to now ghee shop, he will ask whether you for your consumption or yagya. Your consumption means he'll give a bad quality, sorry, good quality. Yagya means he gives a second quality. So in Tirupati Tirumala Devasthanam, there was no rain for so many days. There was no rain for so many days. One of our Guru Maharaj called Bhanuswami Maharaj did Sankirtan Yagya. So we recite every session, no? Kritayadhyaya to Vishnum Tretaya Mejatomake. Kalo Hari Kirtan. In Kalo, the recommended Yagya is chanting of the holy name of the Lord. So he performed the Yagya, and for months together there is no rain. And because he performed this chanting Yagya, 1 week, continuous 1 week there was rain. Because of that, Tirupati Tirumala Devasthanam gave a land for ISKCON. From that land only we built our temple. So this is the area which is recommended. Now third question is why Krishna tells I am the lion among animals, aquatic among this one. So that verse, that chapter talks about the what is that? Opulence of Krishna. Okay. Now, if I say you see Krishna, you see the sack of seeds, Krishna's body, sack seed of universes are created. Now, if he tells about his opulence, we'll not be able to understand. Okay. So to tell about our opulence, for example, to tell to my son, like a frog philosophy, we say, like a frog never went out of the well, and some other frog and told, I have seen Pacific Ocean. So the frog will ask how big it is. It's 10 times of this well, 100 times of this well, like that only he'll say. So to give a comparison for us to understand, he told, like, I am the among the Pandavas, I am Arjuna. Among the this one, I am Kartikeya. Among this aquatics, I have strength as lion. That doesn't mean that he is lion. Just to come make us understand, okay, this is the level like that. Clear? Yes. Last question. I am available at the Prashadam counter. You can no, you can talk to me. Okay. So, Prabhuji, please come forward. People are standing. Mataji also, please come forward.
Sir, my understanding is correct. The Brahman is the manifestation of the universe, and that way the God is exists omnipresent. Is that correct?
He is omnipresent. It is true.
Brahman is the manifestation of the universe.
Brahman is not manifestation. It's a manifestation of spiritual world's elimination. From this body, the light eliminates the entire spiritual world. That is called Brahman. Then the material worlds, that is our worlds are created after that. It comes after that. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. So lot of questions will be there. I'm ready to answer. They will know. I'll be available here as well as the Prashadam counter. You can talk to me. Okay. So get ready to recite shloka of Bhagavad Gita. Two chapters we're going to recite. Okay. So okay. So don't worry that I cannot recite this verse. Sanskrit is very difficult for me and things like that. Just try to recite. Today is the day when Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna 5,000 years ago. So very very auspicious day. We have seen the benefit. Even one quarter of the verse will give a lot of benefit. So I picked the best of the chapters for us to recite. Best and at the same time short time. So it takes 15 minutes, 12th chapter and 15th chapter. Try to recite, read along with that. So for our comfort, a great Prabhuji called Radha Gopinath Prabhuji audio I'm going to put, which you can recite along with that. Okay. So whenever he change the verse, I change the slide. You can see it. Right. Everyone, even the last can read the slide, right? Yes. Okay. I'll make it ready.
अथर्वादशोऽध्यायः
अर्जुन उवाच एवं सततयुक्ताये भक्तास्त्वां पर्युपासते ये चापि अक्षरमव्यक्तं तेषां के योगवित्तमाः भगवानुवाच मय्यावेशमनो ये मां नित्ययुक्ता उपासते श्रद्धया परयोपेतः ते मे युक्ततमाः निर्देशम् अव्यक्तं पर्युपासते सर्वज्ञम् सर्वत्र समबुद्धया ते प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव सर्वभूतविषयकः क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषाम् अव्यक्ताशकचेतसाम् दुःखम् विद्यते ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि अनन्येन योगेन मां ध्यायन्त उपासते
मृत्युसंसारसागरा महावीरसुरार्थ मय्यावेशितचेतसाम् मय्यरमणनाधत्स्व मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय निवसिष्यसि मय्येव अत ऊर्ध्वं न संशयः
अधश्चित्तं समाधातुं न शक्नोषि मां स्थिरम् अभ्यासयोगेन ततो मामिच्छाप्तं धनञ्जय अभ्यास्यसि असमर्थोऽसि मत्कर्तकर्मो भव मद्दत्तमपि कर्माणि कुर्वन् सिद्धिमवाप्स्यसि अशक्तो हि कर्तुं मद्योगमाश्रितः सर्वकर्मफलत्यागं तथा कुरु यथात्मवान् श्रेयो हि ज्ञानमभ्यासात् ज्ञानाध्यानं विशिष्यते ज्ञानकर्मफलत्यागः त्यागात् शान्ति अनन्तरम् आद्वेष्ट सर्वभूतानां मैत्रधर्म एव च निर्ममो निरहङ्कारः समदुःखसुखक्षमी सन्तुष्टततं योगी यथात्मा दृढनिश्चयः मय्यर्पितमनो बुद्धिः यो मद्भक्तसमे प्रियः यस्मान् मोदिते लोको लोभान्मोदिते चयः हर्षामर्षभयोद्वेगे मुक्तो यः सचेन्द्रियः अनपेक्षशुचिर्दक्ष उदासीनो गतव्यतः सर्वारम्भप्रतियागी यो मद्भक्तसमे प्रियः यो न हृष्यति न वदेष्यति न शोचति न काङ्क्षति शुभाशुभप्रतियागी भक्तिमान् यः समे प्रियः समः शत्रुसन्निधे च तथात्मात्मनोः शीतोष्णदुःखेषु समसङ्गविवर्जितः तुल्यस्तुतिमौनि सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित् अनिकेतस्थिरमपि भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः ये तु धर्मागतं ब्रह्मं यथोक्तं परिभाषते श्रद्धामत्परमा भक्तास्ते विवरमेयाः
ॐ तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासूपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे भक्तियोगो नाम द्वादशोऽध्यायः।
Now we will recite 15th chapter. And slightly increase the volume. Okay. Get ready.
अथ पञ्चदशोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच ऊर्ध्वमूलमधःशाखम् अश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययम् छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदते अधस्तोऽध्वं प्रस्तुतास्तस्य शाखा
गुणप्रवृद्धा विषयप्रवादः अधश्च मूलानि अनुसन्ततानि कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके न रूपमशेरतपोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चादेव न च सम्प्रतिष्ठा अश्वत्थमेनं सुकृत्मूलम् अशङ्गशस्त्रेण दृढेन चित्वा ततः पदं परिमार्गम् यस्मिन् गता निगतं भूयः तमेव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यथा प्रवृत्तिः प्रसृता पुराणी निर्माणमोहाजितसङ्गदोषा आध्यात्मनित्या विलिप्तकामाः द्वन्द्वैर्विमुक्ता सुखदुःखसंज्ञे गच्छन्ति मूढाः पदमव्ययन्तम् न तद्भाषयते सूर्यो न शशाङ्को न पावकः यद्यद्भावान्यतस्मिन्ते तद्भावमहं मम ममैवांशो जीवलोके जीवभूतः सनातनः मनःशस्तानीन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति शरीरं यदवाप्नोति यच्चापि प्राणेश्वरः गृहीत्वैतानि संयाति वायुर्गन्धानि वाशयात् श्रोत्रं चक्षुषु स्पर्शनं च रसनं घ्राणमेव च अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायं विषयानुपसेवते उत्क्रामन्तं स्थितं वापि भूम्यानं वा गुणान्वितं विमूढानुपश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषः यतन्तो योगिनश्चैनं पश्यन्त्यात्मनि अवस्थितम् यतन्तोऽपि अकृतात्मानो नैनं पश्यन्ति चेतसः यदादित्यवरं तेजो जगद्भाषयते किलम् यच्चन्द्रांसि यच्चाग्नौ तत्तेजो विद्धि मामकम् गामाविश्य च भूतानि धारयामि अहमोजसा पुष्णामि चौषधीः सर्वाः सोऽभूतरसात्मकः अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनामेवांशुषः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचामि अन्नं चतुर्विधम् सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तस्मृतिज्ञानमपोहनं च वेदेषु सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेव चाहम् द्वाविमो पुरुषो लोके शरश्चाक्षरैरेव च शरः सर्वाणि भूतानि कूटोऽस्थोऽक्षरमुच्यते उत्तमः पुरुषत्वन्यः परमात्मीगुणाकृतः यो लोकत्रयमाविश्य बिभर्ति अव्ययीश्वरः यस्माक्षरमतीतोऽहम् अक्षरादपि चोत्तमः अतोऽस्मि लोके वेदे च प्रतितः पुरुषोत्तमः यो मामेवं सम्मूढो जानाति पुरुषोत्तमम् स सर्वविद् मां सर्वभावेन भारत इति गुह्यतमं शास्त्रम् इदम् उक्तं मया नघ एतद्बुद्ध्वा बुद्धिमान् स्यात् कृतकृत्याश्च भारत
ॐ तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासूपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे पुरुषोत्तमयोगो नाम पञ्चदशोऽध्यायः।
So today we will recite only 27 times chanting. Already it's 7:30. Beats are not required. So we will do in a, I will count. So this time is running by. So let's chant only 27 times. But do it today chanting of 108. Try to read even one verse today. Yes, one verse today. So many people's Bhagavad Gita is kept at worshipping place and never opened. Right. So please try to read one verse today and let us try to chant today. Hare Krishna. 27 times. So kindly repeat after me. Kritayadhyayato Vishnu Vapatsatretayam yajato bhate Vapare paricharyayam Kalodat Hari Kirtana Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Iti Sodashatam Namam Kali Kalmashanashanam Nata Parato Mayaha Sarva Vedeshu Drishyate. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So all the ones who came first time, we recite this Hare Krishna Mahamantra every day. All the volunteers, all the participants are attending one round every day, 108 times at the home. So you can also start doing this. It's a wonderful practice mentioned in our Vedic scriptures. Today we saw how amazing our Vedic scriptures are, how truth, how what you call real, they are real. So the Vedic scriptures recommend the chanting of the holy name. So try to practice at home 108 times this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. The beats and beatbacks you can get from this one so that you can count easy. Yes? Anyway, on the subsequent session, why this mantra, why this is very important, I am going to cover. Today, just because of the lack of the time, you have this one. And whomsoever came for the first time, don't judge the session by today's session. There are 80 to 100 people are already attending these sessions for past 12 sessions. They are relishing something. Don't just because you entered today. Just give 3 sessions. Next session, my mentor is going to speak. Next session, I am going to speak. After 3 sessions, you can decide. Yes? But no, just reading the cover of the page book, don't judge the book. That's what I would say. Try to read 1 chapter at least, then you judge the book. Yes? That's my request to you. Give 3 sessions try. Then you will know, you will be able to decide it is wonderful. Yes? Yeah. Now, please sit in a erected posture. Please close your eyes. Let us chant this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra now. Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna